Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. How do I do it? Now I have this recipe to make spring rolls, but with cash bread instead of the dough, with which they are always made. Either because they do not have it at hand, or do not get it, but with this, they are very easy to do, and they will see that they will look very good and very tasty, since they can fill them with what you like the most, and apart from everything they are very fast to do. We will see what we will need. We will need the cash bread that in this case is multigrano, but it is much better with the white bread, a roller to flatten them, a knife to cut the banks of the bread, and finally a little water, since that will make the loaves stick when folding them already with the filling we want to put. So let's see how to do them. We take the knife and proceed to cut the banks of the bread, since we do not need them to make these spring rolls. They can reserve them if they want to do them for ground bread or for something else that require them, or simply discard them, but be sure to cut them well to flatten them. Since we have cut the banks of the bread, we take the roller and begin to flatten this so that it is fine as possible. This will not take more than a few seconds, so that we want, and we can put the filling we chose. As I see here, the bread grain does not allow me to flatten it finely, so I recommend that you do it with white bread. We do the same with all the loaves that we are going to use until we are left as flat as possible, as I show them on the screen. Since we have our flattened breads and the stuffing ready, we begin to fill them, and in this case, they fill them with seafood to the garlic mojo that had already been put in a previous video, and that I will leave a link in the description. We take our filling and put it in the middle of the bread without reaching the banks to close it. To do this, we only fold it and put some water on the banks of the bread to act as glue and are fixed, and do not disarm when it comes to putting them in the oil. Since we have hit everything, we proceed to do the same with everyone else, and thus start frying them. As you can see, they also seem a bit like empanadas, but when frying they will take them more the shape of a spring roll. Since we have finished putting together, we put in a pot a little oil that more or less exceed the roll and heat it. Since we see that it is ready, that this can be seen by throwing a bit of bread to the oil, and if it comes out quickly, it is that it is already hot enough to be able to fry them. We begin to fry them one by one, so that the oil does not lose its temperature. Apart from that, this will only take a couple of seconds, since all we are looking for is that they have a golden color, but without burning. Since we have golden, we pass them to an absorbent towel to remove the excess oil they could have. And we do this with each of the rolls that we are going to prepare. Already finished, they will be seen as follows, and this is the color we are looking for, a golden, but not to burn. Since the filling is already prepared and there is no need to cook within the roll, this can be done by vegetables or with the preparation that you like more. And since they started, this is how it will be seen. As you can see on the screen, looks very rich, and believe me that you know even better. So try and tell me that filling you put in the comments. As you can see, with only cash bread and the filling that you like the most, you can prepare these homemade spring rolls that are very easy to do and know very well. And best of all, it is something cheap to do depending on the filling that you want to put, but as it is to accompany you, believe me that it will be very economical and surrendered. As you know, if you like this video, give it a little man, subscribe, share with all your family, friends and acquaintances, give you like on the Facebook page and check the other videos, since I assure you that some of them will be very useful. Thanks for seeing us, and hopefully they like this recipe. As always, see you in the next videos. Thank you.